Hey everyone, this is Leo Lauretti from Abstract Music Lab, and today I'm back here in the sound design channel. Today I'm recreating a bass called Stabby Feeling, and it sounds like this. This is how it sounds, without any effects and without sidechain. So you can listen to the... Now if you want to listen in context, let's put the effects back on with a little bit of automation. Really cool sound, and you can find in the new Deep House pack from Production Music Live that you can find over here in the description below. But now let's get started with this tutorial, and let's get started with this preset. We're going to start by initializing Serum, and we're going to deactivate all the plugins as well. And this is pretty much how it sounds like. It's just a saw wave, and now we're going to essentially get down to doing everything. We're going to start by selecting a digital I can has kick. And you don't hear any sound because we need to change a little bit of the wet position. But we're also going to choose that for oscillator B. So we're going to start by putting oscillator 3, -3 actually. And we're going to go from A to B, copy this, and now we're going to start the sound design. So first of all, wet position over here, just so we can start hearing anything. And you can already hear some of the characteristic of the sound. Now, in oscillator B, we're going to pick the wet position and also change it a little bit. Somewhere like this. But oscillator A, we're going to pick the unison, put it all the way up. So you can see that it becomes wider now. And the detune is going to go a little bit down only. Now, the level of oscillator A, a little bit down as well. And the randomness of oscillator B, a little bit down. Now the level of oscillator B a little bit up. And that's pretty much it with the sound. So far, we're going to start and go into the envelope 1 to modulate the ADSR of the sound. And we're going to start by picking the attack and putting it a little bit up. You can see there's a little bit of a swell already. But we're going to pick this handle, put it a bit up to, you can see this line over here. That's pretty much it. Now we're going to go also, the decay is going to remain as it is. The sustain is going to go slightly down, just a tiny bit. But the release is going to go a lot up, somewhere like this. And you can already hear the sound coming up, and that's really cool. But we're going to also pick this handle and put it a little bit higher, just a tiny bit higher. You can take this line as a reference point. Now, filter, we're going to start by selecting an MG18. A and B. And we're going to pick this cutoff and put it a lot up, somewhere like this. Now resonance, drive, fat, all the way down. And for this, we're going to modulate with envelope 2. So envelope 2 is going to modulate the cutoff in around something like this. But you can see that it's a little bit strange because it does like boom, and it's not how we want the sound. We want to pick this release and put it a lot up. So you can see that now it feels a lot better. And we can pick this over here and this handle, put it a little bit down. You can use this as a reference point. Now, in addition to that, we're going to pick the sustain, put it a bit down, somewhere like this. Now, the decay is going to go a lot down, somewhere like this. Really, really, really a lot down. It's going to create kind of a weird curve. And the attack a lot up. And you can see how this creates a swell sound. But we're going to pick this handle, put it over here. That's pretty much it. Now we're going to go into the effects section. And in the effects section, we're going to start by doing a lot of other stuff as well. Now, in the effects, we're going to start by selecting a distortion. We're going to use tube distortion, drive all the way up, but the wet is going to go all the way down. There's not going to be any difference over here. So we're going to go into envelope 3 and modulate the distortion a little bit as well, somewhere like this. But the envelope 3 now has to be a little bit different as well. Attack a lot up, somewhere like this. And again, the handle, we're going to pick and put it somewhere over here. Now, the sustain is going to go all the way down, and the decay is going to go a little bit longer. But the main thing over here is picking this release and put it a little bit up. Somewhere like this. And you can see how this already creates like a whoom kind of sound, which is a lot better for what we want. Now, we're also going to pick an EQ. And in the EQ, we're going to pick and put the low cut and the high shelf. The low cut, we're going to select a little bit lower, just somewhere like this. And also, we're going to pick the Q and put it a bit down. But the high shelf, we're going to boost it a lot. Somewhere like this, you're going to see how it's boosting the high end. Now, we're going to pick this and put it a little bit down. Somewhere like this. And the Q is also going to go a bit down over here. But in addition to that, we're also going to pick a compressor. And in this compressor, essentially, we're going to pick the threshold and put it a little bit down. So you can see that it compresses a bit more. The ratio is going to remain as it is. The attack is going to be really short because we want to capture everything. We want to capture all the swells. We can go even shorter with this. The release is going to go just a tiny bit down. But the gain is going to go a lot up because we're compressing a lot right now. And the mix is going to go just a tiny bit down. Well, actually in half. Now, lastly, to finalize this sound, we're going to go into a reverb. We're going to select the size is going to remain as it is. The decay is going to go a little bit higher. A little bit of low cut over here. The high cut is going to go a little bit down. And the mix a lot up. Now, if you want to listen, and just so you can see the MIDI over here. Now, let's put the EQ and the shaper box. And now let's listen in context. I hope you liked the preset, and if you liked it over here, you can check again the MIDI, just so if you want to recreate the MIDI as well. But if you like the preset, you can get it over here in the description below. This is Leo Lauretti from Abstract Music Lab signing off. Cheers.
Hi, this video is sponsored by us. If you like these tutorials and want to support the channel, please check out our website packed with online courses and professional sample packs. Also check our ready-to-use and club-tested Serum presets. You can browse by the genre and style you're looking for, or get the incredible deal with the full Serum preset bundle. Thank you for listening, and now let's get back to your tutorial.